Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot reading here on the Black and Orange channel. Readings. I am known as Autumn around here. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. It's just, we made it, guys. We made it, and I can finally wear red again without it being a problem. I wear red sometimes anyway, but it was just like, it's just a color now. Anyway, I'm not going to jinx anything, which is what I was worried about. Welcome. I am here every day, 12 noon Central Time, Chicago time, which is where I am, to take you 12 political questions from you and to do the best tarot readings I can do on them. Sometimes we talk about astrology, but usually it's tarot. And just want to say something up front. There's nothing I do that you can't. I may have been doing this for longer. I might have more experience, maybe. But there's nothing that my soul is exactly like your soul. We are all sparks of the divine. We are all little pieces of the divine, every one of us. And we are all connected. And so, I do these readings anyway, so I want to share them with you. But you had it within you the whole time. So just don't set anybody too high on a pedestal or anything like that. Your existence is worthy. Your core is worthy. Nobody's better than anybody else, because our souls are all tiny pieces of the divine, and no one gets extra. We're and matter of fact, our souls are so big they don't actually fit in these physical bodies. That's why you have a higher self. So I just want to throw that out there. All right, but I'm glad you're here, and thank you for joining me. To me, this is a spiritual practice. So, and part of it is hoping to help people sleep better at night. So, anyway, all right. Just put your questions in all caps in the chat, and that's how. And anything in the chat that's in all caps, I'll know that you're speaking to me. Other than that, please just type normally when you're talking to other people in the chat. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. So that is an ongoing thing. We have the best moderators anywhere. We have epic troll slayers here who keep us safe, for which I am eternally grateful. And if YouTube is sometimes in the chat, your question might disappear, even in the middle or at the beginning, or YouTube does that sometimes. So just if I miss your question, please just post it again and put a YT right in the beginning, and then I'll know that it was from earlier. But if I don't read on your question, or if I don't read on your question, or I don't acknowledge you, or anything like that, it is never anything personal. I'm grateful you're here. And I would feel terrible if I had hurt your feelings. So there's that. Okay, so after this, I will go in and I will go down to the first comment, and I will type in all the questions from today. They will be time-stamped, and then I specifically go in and down to the second, try to get them as exact as possible to make this as good an experience for you as possible. And I'm here 7 days a week. I'm here every day of the year. So anyway, all right, I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for anything in all caps. All right, let's see here. What have we got? We're starting with Kristen. Uncover the news. Hello, Kristen. Does the FBI have people infiltrating Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, and other Trump properties? Or have Trump employees that have flipped and giving info? Oh, I like it. How would I put this? FBI infiltrating Trump Tower, the Southern White House. No. Etc. Interesting. That is number one. I write your questions. I didn't timestamp yesterday because, yeah, it was crazy yesterday. I got someone who claimed copyright on part of yesterday's video that was C-SPAN, and in the terms of service, you're allowed to use it. So, and I looked up who was saying that I had possibly violated their copyright, and it was a Japanese puppet show. I am not kidding you. Pardon? A C-SPAN presentation of the inauguration of the president. Really? And then, lo and behold, it disappeared later on in the day. It's like, okay. So I didn't timestamp yesterday, but every other day. Yeah, that was weird and time consuming because it didn't come back on until late. Anyway, FBI infiltration. Thank you, Kristen. All right, Lucky Girl's here. Hello, Lucky Girl. Okay. Oh, hello, Tinker Mouse. All right, Thank you, Jody. Having a quick look. Jess, the dawn of a new age. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay. Okay, Charles, who is Charles Bethia? Oh no, Charles Bethia tweeted, Representative Green, okay, so the QAnon lady, has not introduced her promised articles of impeachment yet. According to a GOP source in her district, Green, quote, thought it would be a lot easier than it is. Really? Hello, Stacy. Hello, Pammy. Oh, Mama Bear's here. Okay, so I'm looking for anything in all caps. Holly. Hello, everyone. I'm so proud to be an American again. Duh. He was embarrassing. Debbie Dawn, what is the mood in the White House? Oh, great mood in the White House. Wow, everything's shifting now. When we say it's the Emperor card or the White House, or it's very exciting. Okay, thank you, Debbie. I've got that down. Okay, Aaron Sun. Well, thank you. AQ, when is Sniffy going to be arrested on other charges for state crimes and extradited? When? When will Trump be arrested? State charges. Well, I did read on this yesterday when Lori was here, and I've got to thank Lori for coming by from the Way of Positive Change. She's so great. And what I was getting then was that he's just thinking he's going back to Mar-a-Lago and just going to go golfing. He's never faced real consequences for his actions, and he doesn't think he's good. There's the threat, but there have been threats against him for a long time. So we'll see. Clotho, hello. The Fates, one of the Fates has joined us. How are the ghosts of the former White House occupants feeling about the new family? Ghosts in the White House. Nice. It isn't just ghosts. It's really we call them ghosts, but it's the spirit, because the some of the energy, like the founding fathers, a lot of them, their energy is actually like melded into like a protective it's like more than a guardian spirit. It's more like a generator of this energy of the ideals of freedom, of being free of tyranny. So I imagine they're going to be a lot happier. So, but anyway, we'll have a look at that. Thank you. Well, thank you, Book Bewitched. Okay. Paula, they tell me today is the 21st day of the year, in the 21st year of the century, in the 21st century. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Thank you. All right. Looking for anything in okay. Paula, hey, is it true that Trump did not leave Biden any vaccine plan? I uh, very much feel like Biden doesn't even want his stupid plan. Let's see. True. Trump did not leave Biden a vaccine plan. Okay, I'll look at that. Okay, that's number 5 for today. I take 12 every day. So let's see what else we've got here. Dark Saturn. Hey, everyone. Happy Biden Day. Stacy, will Trump be arrested or will they take it easy on him because he's a former president? That is a very, I mean, they're all good questions, but that, we need to look at that. Will Trump be arrested or take it easy on him? Okay. Because former prez. Got it. That's number 6 for today. Thank you, Stacy. Hello, Pammy. Good day to you Ottoman kitties. Oh, when do the arrests start? Yep, I've got number 3. I've got Renee. I've got that down for number 3. Hey, Tony. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. And Pamela. Hi, everyone. It's a wonderful day. Yes, it is. Okay, YouTube just jumped, so I may have missed. It may have cut somebody off. Okay, Katie. Love seeing the President Biden holding his grandson, watching the celebration performances. Love is back in the White House. Oh, that is sweet. Stacy Farron on Ring of Fire calls QAnon people Q-tips. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you that in a minute. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack, do you see us getting money soon? The 1,400. How many times do you see us getting any money? Okay. 1,400 soon. How many times? All right, I'll see what I can pick up. C. Lewis. What's in the letter Trump left Biden? I thought I heard it's possible he didn't write it, or it was dictated to him or something. In Trump's letter to Biden. Well, the Twitter has been having fun guessing what's in there. Melissa, thumbs up for Autumn. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Mama Bear, will they ever connect Russia to Trump? Ooh. Mueller Report. Will they ever connect Russia to Trump? Connect Russia to Trump, Trump to Russia, to Trump. What about I'd like to ask dealer's choice, if you don't mind, sealed indictments related to the Mueller report. Is the unredacted Mueller report and yeah, well they okay fully unredacted Mueller report has sealed indictments against Trump. Okay, I just took up two of the questions, but I think it's something you'd be interested in hearing. Sealed indictments against Trump. Unsealed. Okay, got that. Okay, so I can take one more. Let's see here. Bonnie Moon, hello. What will the illness be like for the next few months? Are things going to be looking up? Okay. In the next few months. Things looking up. Let's hope. Got it. All right. So those are my questions. I've got my questions for today, and I'm going to go through this and do my best to answer them. And we'll see. Oh, Asentawa, hello. Just heard Biden's keeping Chris Wray. Oh, interesting. He's supposed to have, was a 10-year term. So, Rhonda Flynn, Porky to the Border, Navalny. Can I read on those tomorrow? I'm here 7 days a week. I'm here every day of the year. So, and I've got my questions for today. Sorry, but those are important. Those are important. So let me just see what I can get through here today. Yeah, because right now it's the energy is so much better in the country in overall. I mean, obviously Republicans are disappointed, but there's a background of fear that's not there, which is always good. Less fear is always good. Okay. All right. At 19 minutes, we're starting. FBI. Is the FBI infiltrating Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, other places? Is the FBI? Let me get the energy here. FBI infiltrating which basically would come down to, has Chris Wray really been independent, or has he been because every time I've read on Chris Wray, no, CIA, he's FBI. Yeah, Chris Wray, head of the FBI. It's like the walls were like closing in, but he was finding this very narrow path forward, very narrow, like he was turned sideways. to get past all of the pressure that was coming in on him, especially from the White House. So, all right, let's see. FBI. I'm not quite sure what this means, because that's usually a prosecutor, and then this would be, it's not really a spy. This is the card I get for the beginning of the Biden administration. So, sorry, my stomach's crawling. Oh, I forgot to have my snack again. Shoot. Let's see what this means. Has the FBI been... the poem yesterday, it was fantastic. It was amazing. It actually, what it feels like is they don't, it doesn't feel like they've infiltrated. It looks like this card feels very much like, what was his name? The Trump org chief financial officer. Oh, what's his name? Tim. Chief financial officer for Trump org, who did a deal or flipped or thank you, Tony. Thank you for patience with me. Yeah. Him. I can't remember his name. Gosh, it's been a while. Because there's so many names. Weissenberger. Thank you, Asentawa. Thank you. This feels like him causing the end of the chapter, end of the book, end of the no more. Weisselberg. Thank you. Weisselberg, John. That was it. Weisselberg causing the end. This feels like This feels like Trump org dissolving, being forced to dissolve. That's what that feels like. Weisselberg. It's just a matter of time until Trump's corrupt businesses. Weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. Shadow knows. Didn't we decide Letitia James was a fire sign? Is she a fire sign? Can't remember. Weisselberg. I don't think the FBI has necessarily they haven't sent people undercover in there, but it does feel very much like Letitia James is a Libra. Okay. Well, it feels like there's. Let me see if I can get you more information. Very straightforward at the top of the deck. There she is again. This woman causes the end of Trump's business. And America will see it. This is my card for America. America is over it, will witness it. And this is Major Arcana. So there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't think the FBI has had to infiltrate. I think they just get people to flip, I think. Kimberly's got to be her. Could be. Holly, my 3 daughters are Libras. He's in big trouble. I like that. All right, 25, 30. What is the mood in the White House? Let's see. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, Kimberly. She's got stacks upon stacks on him by now. Oh, yeah. Organized. Hurry up, Letitia. I agree, Roxy Bolt. Okay, but what is the mood in the White House? Besides nobody wanting to touch anything. What is the mood in the White House? I think they said yesterday, somebody was saying that the first, I didn't see it yet, but the first press availability, the first press conference in the press room in the White House was yesterday, and there were a lot of similarities to a lot of reminders about like the West Wing, and there's definitely a West Wing feeling for anybody who saw that show. That's my card for the Biden administration. Also Kamala Harris, but the Biden administration. All right, let's see what we've got here. The mood in the White House. Happy. Happy that they're there, happy they can move forward, happy they can put their plans into motion, happy they have plans ready. Just happy. Happy they can get their hands on things and finally start. Hang on, let me. Okay, sorry, I had something pop up on my computer. There was such a mess left behind. And there's this feeling there that they haven't heard the last of Trump. But the country's a lot happier in general, just with the less chaos. And just coming in to do the job, but it's a big job. It's a big job. And that's all I'm getting. So, positive. All right, 28, 30. When will Trump be arrested on state charges? And would he actually be arrested? Like, don't be so careful when you put him in the car, or you must appear at the police station on this date and time. I don't know. Will Trump be arrested? I think will Trump actually be arrested? And having to turn himself in by a certain date is the same thing. I'm not picky. Oh, they're not going to go. For what it's worth, I'm getting the DOJ. They're not going to go easy on him, but we'll see. Phyllis, Autumn, didn't Trump's accountant get an immunity deal during Michael Cohen's trial? Yes, he did. That's what I heard. Okay. There's a prosecutor. That's a prosecutor. Let us see. Oh, really? Thank you. keep reading on this topic, but I keep getting it from his perspective. I don't know why. He thinks he's just going to go party and just continue on and be a bully. And at night, yeah, he does worry sometimes. But whatever happens, he thinks he'll just pay them off. He thought he could pay off Mueller. Yeah, whatever the court decides, we'll just pay that and move on. It's like, no, I do not think this means what you think it means. He is in full-blown, in his heart of hearts, he's afraid. Maybe in the middle of the night, he's afraid. But I imagine if you're around him during the day, he's just trying to get back to his horrible, horrible way. But the card for the reading, prosecutor. Matter of fact, beneath that, this would be prosecutors. This would be like hearings in government. But let's see. Will he be arrested? Will Donald J. for Genius Trump, John Trump, be arrested? Let me see. Will Donald Trump be arrested? He might. I just got a very clear mental image of breaking news. I don't know when, but let's see what the cards say. That doesn't feel like sweeping it under the rug. This feels like the rise of the power of women stepping forward and saying, enough, enough. And if we don't deal with it now, we'll have to deal with it in the future from others, and we're not going to put up with it anymore. All right, let me see what the main, that's a card for the reading. Let's see what we've got here. Will Trump be arrested? Ooh, that's that with Trump, the one card on the defensive with these would be the people coming to arrest him. That would be the card for that. Center of the reading. Harry's mom, this morning while I was getting ready, I saw Ivanka sobbing in my mind. Oh. Roxy, well, Autumn, I saw the same image on the cover of a newspaper. He's got multiple problems. That's an arrest card. That's being taken away by law enforcement for theft. So this is the fraud, tax fraud, bank fraud, insurance fraud, all kind of theft. Inauguration funds probably eventually, although that feels like it falls more on like the kids somehow. Also, he's going to have to. It's a civil case against E. Jean Carroll's suit is a civil case, but I think that's going to come into play where he'll have to give his DNA because he can't say anymore, I'm the president, I'm too busy. Really? You're too busy sitting in jail for waiting for your trial for, well, that's it. Would he be able to bail himself out, or is he going to, is it possible? I don't know. Is this too good to be true? So at 35, if arrested, have to stay in jail. I mean, if somebody is a flight risk, wouldn't you think? They might say, oh, he's old. And let me see. Beautiful to rumor, yes, but this is all white collar banking and industry crimes, not murder or what have you. They're not usually like Bernie Madoff. I mean, if it's a big enough crime, and talk about a flight risk. But let's see. Trump is arrested. Will he have to wait in jail? Would they hold him? Well, I don't know if they put a monitor on him. Flight risk. He's a bully, but he's not a king here. He's like a child reined in. I've got Mar-a-Lago at the center of this. I'm just trying to think now if because this is working between the states. This would be like getting him to New York or something like that. And then he's trying to work something out. He's thinking he can get help from somewhere. He's expecting someone to come to his rescue. When in reality, what's on those ships are his own actions, his own karma. Because the fruits of his labor are under huge scrutiny by institutions. I've never seen him doing prison time. But then again, I don't know that I've looked at him just being arrested per se. House arrest could be. House arrest? Will Trump be under house arrest? Donald Trump be under house arrest. All these cards are coming straight off the top of the deck. Very above board. Yes, absolutely. Entertainment purposes only. But very above board. Nothing sneaky, nothing hidden. It's the money that brings them down. Lies. Lies. He did business through lying. But the sword of truth wielded by this is multiple. These are all kind of investigators, prosecutors, but it's multiple. There are a lot of swords of truth about to be wielded about the lies which were the basis of Trump's business. And he doesn't want a deal. He doesn't want to admit he did anything wrong. This is weird. I'm still amazed he didn't pardon himself or try to. That still just amazes me. House arrest. If we are going to be a country of laws, we have to enforce them. Newsflash. Newsflash to everybody who's been protecting this jerk for 4 years, 5 years, more. Oh, he's going to try to get a little business going. Communicating with the world, Trump brand something. Oh, how's he going to communicate? Not on Twitter anymore. Yeah, I'm just getting him being in. He's got heavy duty. I mean, I know there's been all this talk about how he's been like a ghost for the past few days. He was like a shell of himself and all this kind of stuff. But that doesn't last. Not with narcissists. And I'd be floored if he wasn't golfing today. Susie, he's been online. He keeps opening under aliases. This is interesting. We shall have to revisit this. 42. Okay. The spirits in the White House. The ghosts, spirits in the White House. What do you think about this changeover? By the way, ever since I started reading on the former presidents, I have a real soft spot for George Washington. And the reason I have a soft spot for him is because I just get someone who just was not the life of the party. He always comes through to me. I don't know exactly what he was like, but he always comes through to me where he's very. Do you know what it reminds me of? This is going to sound terrible, but you know what it reminds me of? Do you guys remember the Muppets? Do you remember the eagle in the Muppets? Like that. And I just like it. He was a slave owner. Look, I'm not. Jane, he was my 8th cousin, 8 times removed. Oh, Electra, I know he was a slave owner. And if you go back to the videos, we talked about this. When I was going through the presidents day by day, we talked about this. But Polly Wanda, Washington, I cannot tell a lie. Trump, I cannot tell the truth. Republicans, I cannot tell the difference. That was good. Sam the Eagle. Thank you, Aronson. I don't know. I have my serious issues with that, but I do like how he's not trying to charm anybody. And he had all that power and he could have stayed on, and he said no. He said no. Or he got angry when someone suggested he could be the new king. He got angry. No. Willingly walked away from power. And I want to say King George was like flabbergasted when Washington walked away. Like, what are you doing? hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Is he sorry about being a slave owner? That's a good question. I'll ask that next. Just happy to see the back of him. Happy to see the good energy, higher wisdom, clear the air, get things working again. Just like we are feeling like, oh, so are they. And it makes the Biden administration more consequential in history because of the heavy lift of what they are lifting us out of. I gotta ask, you're right. George. Regret. $46.30. Mr. President. He doesn't like the Muppet reference. But he's not offended. He just doesn't like it. Okay. Do you regret owning slaves? That's interesting. He's a really interesting guy. You know, a lot of these stories about previous presidents and what have you that have come down through time are embellished or what have you. But the thing about George Washington, the story, you know, I cannot tell a lie, I did chop down the cherry tree. You know, it's like that didn't actually happen. But it stuck because there's a grain of truth to it. This is what I've got. This card for the reading, and I pulled 3 cards. This is what I'm getting. I asked, did you regret owning slaves? And what I got was slaves. It wasn't just, it was, I didn't own one. I owned many. And that will forever blacken my name. And it isn't, it isn't like it should. It's just, it is. And that is right. It is that is how it is. That is not something to change. And it's not even a I'm sorry. It's just this forever blackens my name. This forever darkens my legacy. I'm forever stained with this. And it's just, it's like, okay. And there may be attempts to whitewash it or walk away from it. And I know I'm just making black and white references here, but attempt to gloss over it or what have you. No. Not only slaves, many. And this is how it is. And it's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's he regrets it in a way that it's very final. Like there's no coming back from this. He's not defensive. It's he's just very matter of fact. That like if he chopped down that cherry tree, that idea, I cannot tell a lie. I did wrong. My punishment is my punishment, and that is for others to decide. Just this. This is my punishment. He's not asking for forgiveness, not because he doesn't think he deserves it, but because he did wrong. And he carries that stain forever. He's very much like that. Does that make sense? I'm not saying we should revere him. I'm just saying I like the it's kind of the I don't know. There is an honesty, but there's a humorlessness that is quite funny. There is an honesty there. He had to have something in Virgo. he had to have something in Virgo. I don't know what. Anyway, 53. Uncover the news. Kristen has more news. Biden is signing 10 more COVID-19 orders on the second day of his presidency. Good. Lori, Washington saying, yes, I was wrong. Yes. But when other people say I was wrong, there's always this, okay, I was wrong. Can you forgive me? He does not expect forgiveness. And whatever punishment is coming his way, whatever stain is on him forever, he will endure. That is how it is. Like in The Mandalorian, I have spoken. It's like, there. Anyway. Okay. What was it? Rachel, his acceptance of the wrong he did. It's so complete. His complete acceptance of what he has done. It's weird. It's weird. That's what I said. Anyway, 54. Is it true or false? Did Trump actually not leave? Did Trump just say, oh, no, there's no vaccine plan. No, there's no. It feels like it just deserves 3 cards, which means there wasn't much there. Did Trump, did he leave any kind of vaccine plan? No, once he lost and certainly once he lost the election, Trump just checked out. Yeah, American people told Trump, you're fired. It was all just smoke. It was all just getting up there and trying to look important until until Trump became a laughing stock. he just became a laughing stock, injecting bleach and but things are going to be better now. This seriously, him getting up there and suggesting people inject bleach, do not do that. Just for anybody who might be thinking, is that a thing? No, that is not a thing. Do not. That is dangerous. You will not be having a nice day. You will be calling poison control and an ambulance, and you may very well not survive it. Do not take medical advice from anybody on YouTube. First of all, do not take medical advice from nobody on YouTube, and do not take medical advice from Donald Trump. No, but he's a laughing stock. But things will get better now. He didn't leave much. Oh, is he Trump? Is he trumping? That's what we'll just call golfing now, I guess. Okay. 56:30. Going back to Trump, is law enforcement, whether it's detectives, whether it's the SEC, the IRS, hearings on the Capitol or at the Capitol, I mean, basically are people going to go easy on Trump because he's a former president? Is law enforcement going to go easy on Trump? I think is law enforcement going to go easy on Trump? There. Is law enforcement going to go easy on Trump? Is law enforcement going to go easy on Trump because he is a former president? I just got a mental image of like an umbrella. When certain celebrities, they have their bodyguards near them or what have you, and there are a bunch of people taking photographs that they don't want done, paparazzi, and they don't want, so like the bodyguard will like open an umbrella and like hold it to the side to protect the celebrity. I just got a mental image of an umbrella being lifted and taken away. Like you can see him now. They want to go easy on him in Congress. The Republicans want to go easy on him in Congress. But those are politicians. Those are Republican politicians. Oh, Nancy's still mad, by the way. just making a note. Nancy. She's this card. If she gets much angrier, like I'm gonna pick up this card one day and it's just gonna like burst into flames in my hand because she's still so mad and she's not letting it go. At first I was thinking, temperance in the middle. That means I'm going easy on him because that's the previous emperor. But then I've got the strength card here. We can only have peace through justice. This is no, you use the strength of laws, you tame this beast, you make it clear that this is unacceptable, all of it's unacceptable, so that this does not happen again. He should be worried. He should be worried, but I don't, in the whole, I don't think he is. Overall, the old boys club is just, there are too many women in the old boys club now. Let's put it that way. And by women, I don't mean just gender. There are too many disparate voices. There are too many different voices in what was the old boys club now. Investigators, law enforcement. And if they just let him go, it's going to get worse. So it isn't like, oh, let's just all make peace and kumbaya and Polly Wanda, what about those Hillary emails? Horrible. And Obama's tan suit. How dare he? All right, 102. Biden was saying one of the earliest things he wanted to do was basically get $1,400 out to Americans to make up the difference between that $600 that was they were talking about before, and get bumped so that you get the full $2,000 that they were originally talking about. So, and I think they want to do that very soon. People are hurting. People are really hurting. Kids are hurting. That's Pelosi making a decision. What's this? What is this? A Knight of Wands. Is it going to be an interesting time for me just doing these readings, because some of the meanings or the specific things that these cards have come to mean, it's starting to shift again. I know what that card used to mean, but what does it mean now? Knight of Wands in these political readings. Republicans can't stop it. They are out of power. Matter of fact, I didn't get to see it, but wasn't there there was a headline about Schumer has shut down, I guess McConnell had some crazy idea about filibusters or something, and McConnell shut it down, or Pixie Chick. I get the Knight of Wands for the Q people and insurrectionists. True. Yeah, trying to stop the pain. Trying to stop the pain. Of course, the Republicans are going to scream bloody murder, but we're used to that. I think it is going to come fairly soon, actually. Yes, Schumer shut down the McConnell filibuster. Will there be more money in the future, which was the second part of this? There may be some, but what I'm getting is there's really a push to get the vaccines out so that the economy can reopen. That's where the absolute focus is going to be. But will there be additional help? There's something there. There's a worry about the debt, or there's something about money they're worried about. It's something economic. And I don't think it's my just usual thing where, my complaints about inflation and the value of the dollar going down, which makes us all have to work harder. There's some economic stress. It's like I'm mentally hearing creaking. The economic system is under such immense pressure from the debt, or is it the debt? I don't know what this is, but I'm hearing creaking from the economy is under immense pressure, that they're afraid of sending out too much money. I don't know. But people are hurting, so they want to do something. There's something. This isn't just well, the wealthy, they don't need help. This is economists. There's something in the economy where they are definitely they're going to do what they can to help. Maybe they will do more to exclude people who make over a certain amount of money. But there's something in the economy they're really worried about, so that they're not going to be as aggressive as they want to be in getting money out. But it doesn't mean, I think there's going to be some. Government help is needed now to get food to the people, Susan is saying. I agree. I totally agree. And I think they do too. Oh, and Cover the News is saying the House is convened. Sheila, like a danged crash. I'm getting the card for reading the Wheel of Fortune. So ups and down, booms and busts. The creaking is getting louder. It's getting in my head. It's just getting louder. That's hidden insult to injury. People are willing to work. People are willing to, do their thing, but they're struggling right now. But I don't know what this is. There's something hinky, but there's something in the economy that is going to stop them from doing everything they want to do. And I'm hearing this creaking. Thank you, Jack. I can't. I'm sorry, I don't have anything clearer than that. Okay, 110. What was in Trump's letter to Biden? Holly, they've been lying about the economy for quite some time. Yes, they have. And the fact of I realize that the stock market tends to be forward looking. So the valuation is what they think it will be worth in 6 months, but it's been so heavily manipulated. Yeah, Trump was inflating it. Yeah, this is. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Trump's letter to Biden. I see him just sitting there and someone's dictating it to him, or he's saying, you should say this. You can't dictate to Trump, but you could, well, you should say this. And he's just like, yeah, I'll say that part. Oh, then you could say this. I'm not saying that. Well, what about it? The whole thing's very begrudging. Jack is saying Joe said last night he's not going to release the letter. What the letter says until he talks to Trump. It's about the government, the institution. Oh, sorry, the institution of the presidency. The fact that he did it shows something, but yeah, I don't. Sheila probably says, "See you in 4 years, sucker." Yes, something. It's. I'm getting. There's some kind of braggadocious quality to it, although I would imagine it was dictated. Or maybe in the spirit of it, the way it was written was just cold enough. I don't know. I wouldn't expect much. I don't think it was just. I don't think it was the gracious letter. I think W left a gracious letter for Obama. I really do. I'm no fan of W, but I think he left a gracious letter. But 113. 113. Ooh. What about what's going to happen now with the fully unredacted Mueller report? Uncover the news. House is reading on HR 335 to provide an exception to a limitation against appointment of persons as Secretary of Defense within 7 years for leave from active duty as a regular commissioned officer of the armed forces. That's right, because Biden wanted a general in there or something. I agree, and forget what they say, watch what they do. Yeah, like Rachel said, Trump's letter is meaningless regardless of what it says. Yeah. Mueller Report. We're 14 now. Mueller Report. Unredacted. Are we going to start hearing about the Mueller Report? And everybody in the Trump family it talks about. This is the hidden parts. This was Barr hiding all of it, hiding so much of it, and that was a victory for Trump. Barr, you have a lot to answer for. Those secrets, that's a prosecutor, and those are the knights. Those are Democratic knights protecting the realm. I don't think we've heard the last of the Mueller report. It was quiet. There are secrets, but things are about to, they will move forward. I don't know. Will they be, will we all hear the redacted bits out loud? I mean, obviously there are going to be a few things in there that are, methods, but the end, the world, the whole thing. So Alexa, mute. Sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm going to say flat out, I don't know what that means. Let me try again. Will we? Oh, those are things done. Those were what Republicans and people who were helping Trump, what they did. But they wouldn't answer in hearings. Oh, let me try again. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I triggered your things. Sorry. Will we learn the hidden bits, the important hidden bits of what Barr redacted in the Mueller report? What was it Barr said? History is written by the victors, or yes, indeed. To the victor come the spoils. Oh, there's Nancy. She's still mad. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Nancy. There's higher wisdom, getting those secrets out, fighting for the future. Oh, she's mad. This is not the person you want mad at you. Because that fire, it doesn't dim with time. It isn't like, I'm tired. I really should focus on others. Oh no, oh, she's not letting go. You put her in danger. You put her people in danger. You put the country in danger. Yeah, she's not letting this go. Okay, what about, it's 119. Oh, 30. What about, because were there sealed indictments? Were there I know there are sealed indictments in various places, but were there any involved in what Mueller did? Because didn't Mueller hand off didn't he I don't remember. There's so much to remember. And trying to go back through my memory to, oh yeah, that scandal was how many years ago? Jeanette, I seem to remember 11. Yeah. believe so. He had some, yeah, William's saying yes, Mueller had some sealed. All right, so are we going to get, our indictments going to be unsealed here against Trump and his family? Our indictment's going to be unsealed. Who would request those to be unsealed? Wouldn't it be DOJ? All right, taking action. Deseret, I seem to remember Mueller ordering 100 copies of indictment forms. Yeah. Those are a lot of indictments. Message delivered relatively early in the Biden administration. You're going to need some very expensive lawyers. And those expensive lawyers are going to just drain coffers dry. Pretty straightforward answer, I guess. Indictments based on actions that Trump and his people took. Okay, so I think the key thing is that I did get, it's in the center. It's relatively like 6 months, like the early part of Biden administration, rather than 2 years down the road. Have a good day, Mims. Yes, entertainment purposes only. All right, let's see what else we got here. Excuse me. 123. What about the illness in the next few months? Are things going to start looking up? Because heaven knows they're really dark right now. Divine, bless all who are suffering today. Send your positive, loving light and energy to all who are suffering today, both in this life and those who have passed over, who have crossed over. Pour your positive energy into the world. And let us be a conduit for your divine light and love. And may all the world be bathed in divine energy. Okay, is the illness going to get better in the next few months? Are things going to start looking up at least? Once you don't have an idiot in charge, things will start looking up. Beautiful dreamer, I want a Coca-Cola button. Oh, yeah, under the desk, you just hit a button and someone would come in with a Diet Coke on a tray. Heck, yeah, just... You know the money that's being set aside that Biden's trying to get through for relief, and he's apparently unfrozen um, funding that was frozen by the Trump administration. Things were doctors were talking, and there was a refusal from the previous administration to do anything. Okay. And so it just got out of hand. It just, became even bigger. What I'm getting is actually so much is going to be done that they're going to, whatever the money they're getting together to get the vaccine out, and whatever more money they're asking for, the vast amounts of money they're trying to pool together to get the vaccine out to everybody, they're going to burn through all of it. There's going to be a big, it's going to be like oh, really? And they know how to do it. You don't have an idiot in charge anymore. He's got the best people. He really does have the best people. He has experts. And thank you, Renato. Oh, yeah, but it's gonna cost a fortune. But action, much action. So, wow. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I'm feeling good. All right, well, that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you to the moderators. You're stellar. Thank you. All right, so I'm here every day of the year. I'll be back tomorrow. And wow, there are such good days ahead. There are such good things ahead, and we're gonna see them together. All right, have a great day, everybody. Hang in there, and I'll see you tomorrow.